Hi guys, it's Cindy, aka Disney Queen. Today I'm coming to you with a video about how you can save when you're at Disney, so stay tuned. Today I'm going to give you 5 tips on how you can save when you're on a trip at Disney World. My family and I have gone to Disney World several times, too many to count. And every time that we go, I look for ways that we can save money. I would love to eat at all of the restaurants at Disney. I would love to be able to buy all of the souvenirs at Disney, but that's not possible for most people. And I don't want to get to Disney and spend money I don't have. One thing that is big for our family is we do not use credit cards. So when we go, we pay for our food, we pay for our souvenirs, for our room reservations. All of that is paid out of pocket. There is no credit card. So I have to be extra careful, and so we plan way ahead of a time. So that would be one of my first tips, is to plan ahead of time. The best way to get a bargain at Disney, if you can call it a bargain at Disney, is to book your reservations as soon as you can. And I would say use a travel agent. And I'm going to say that because a travel agent will help you in saving money on your trip. He or she can check regularly for you after you have made your first initial deposit, and depending on if you do a room only or if you do a package deal, she can help you through the whole process, and she can save you time when it comes to getting those reservations for your dining, if that's what you do. If you want to do any extras, like do a party or a cruise at the park or anything. Some agents will even help you with your fast pass, and that is a big deal because it takes time to do that, to get on the phone first thing in the morning and get those reservations done. I love that my travel agent makes my dining reservations for me. When we first started going to Disney, we did it ourselves, but she has made it so much easier. So that would be my first point. My second point would be to have snacks. I love the popcorn in the parks. Everybody loves the Krispy Kreme treats and all of the different things that you can buy. But if you're driving, which is what we tend to do, we can stop before we check into a hotel room and pick up snacks. Now, if you're not driving and you're coming in by plane, you can also still get snacks. You can order them to be delivered to your room. If you take a taxi or a Lyft from the airport, you can always make arrangements to be able to stop at a store. And everyone that I know of stops at Publix. We don't have Publix here, but you can stop at a store and you can pick up items that you can have in your room, because most of the resorts have a refrigerator of some kind. If you by some blessing are able to afford to stay at one of the at-home resorts where you have a refrigerator and a microwave, and you want to save a little bit, definitely get you some snacks. And I'm talking about snacks that you can have to take to the park. You can take your own breakfast bars. You can get some fruit that's gonna last through the heat of Florida. You can take mini popcorn. You can take mini chips. Make sure you have some bottled water. You can get refills at the park for your water, but it's really good to have water in your room. I would say the third thing is to save on some of your meals and fix a meal in your room. I don't mean pull out a stove or take a toaster and that type of thing. People have done it. Disney kind of frowns on that, so I wouldn't suggest that. But you can take like cereal and get the small carton of milk and put that in your mini refrigerator, and get some danishes or some fruit and items like that and have in your room so that you can eat your breakfast before you leave. You're not waiting in a long line at the cafes, and you can eat your breakfast in your room and then hit the parks if that's what you want to do. So that was number 3. So I would say definitely use a travel agent because they can save you money. Definitely book early because they can save you money. Second, I would say take some snacks that you can take into the parks. And third, I would say get some food items that you can eat in your room. The last 2 things that I would suggest that you could do to save some money when planning and going on a Disney trip is, 1, I would say, well, this would be number 4. I would say make sure that you, if you're traveling with small children, get some little Disney books ahead of time, some Disney stickers, some of the little glow necklaces and bracelets, and I think they even have like the little Disney looking wands and just lots of little things you can get from the Dollar Tree, you can get from Target, and take that with you so that when you go into the parks, there's something that you can hand to your children right away so that they're not screaming for all of the things that they see when they get to Disney, because there's a lot to choose from when you get to Disney, but it's expensive. And maybe even make it like a little game. You know, after you get through the airport, then as you're on your way to your trip, on your way to the resort, give them a stuffed animal, surprise them. Make them like a little basket that has items in it that will get them excited about the trip, but won't break the bank. So that would be number 4. Number 5, the last one I would say is, if at all possible, go to the Disney outlets. I know everybody likes to stay in the bubble and they would prefer to stay on property. And that's all good. But I'm telling you, especially if you have children, or especially if you're like me and see everything at Disney and you want to have it, try the outlets first. I'm not saying don't save and put aside some money for, you know, a very special item like a Alex and Ani bracelet, or that favorite stuffed animal that you just couldn't wait to have, or a special t-shirt. But I'm telling you, I've never gone to the outlets and not seen Disney items that I wanted to bring home. If you want to collect pins that you can trade, definitely go to the outlets, because it is a lot cheaper in the outlet than it is in the parks. There are times where you will even find Disney mini ears in the outlets. Like right now, I wish I was there, because like I've seen 3 different pair at the outlets that people have shown that are like $15. If you're in the park, those same ears, and they're still in the park, are like $27.99. $15, $27.99. Which one would you like to have? Those are just a few things that you can do to save you a little bit of money. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that some of these tips might help you in some way, especially if it's your first time going. It can be overwhelming when you get to Disney. So the better prepared you are for it, especially budget-wise, so that you don't go crazy and spend money that you don't have, or spend money that you need for something else, like to eat, then the better. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? And if you like to see when the next video comes out, all you have to do is hit that little notification bell below. And until I see you the next time, have a blessed day.